Hey guys, welcome back to Seasonal Stays and Campfire Days. My name is Josh and we've had this camper now for 4 years. We wanted to upgrade our water system in here for the past at least couple of years. So today I want to show you guys how I built or custom built a 3-stage water filtration system that you can pretty much use anywhere to go and filter out your water. Stay tuned. So instead of starting here, actually at the camper, we're gonna go to the campfire bar back home. It's a place where we're gonna start doing podcasts and all that other kind of stuff when we're not here up at the camper. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna build the system, we're gonna show you each piece of it, and then we're gonna come back here, install it on the deck. Yes, I know, the deck. Remember, we are seasonal here, so we don't really move. And then, well, hopefully you guys will be able to learn something. Okay, a quick 15 seconds, then we're actually gonna go to the campfire bar. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that way then you don't miss any of our videos, and make sure to like this video. All right, to the campfire bar. Welcome to the campfire bar. So this is everything that is needed to build this water filtration system. This is like the ultimate water filtration system. It's 3 stages. You have a sediment filter, you have a carbon filter, and a heavy metal filter. So the parts for this is the water filter cartridges. The one that I bought is a 3-pack, which I wanted to have a 3-stage filtration system. The 3 cartridges, it came with a filter wrench. These go on top here. That way then you can mount it, which I'm planning on building a mount. It also has screws. Now, you need 2 of these types of connectors. It's a 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch NPT. That way then you can connect these together between those 2. That's why you need 2. Then you need a 3/4 inch NPT to a GHT thread, which is garden hose thread, male and female. Now these are the 3/4 inch NPTs are the same, and then you have a male and female GHT, garden hose thread. You can use Teflon tape. I know this is gas tape, but it's still Teflon tape. The main difference between this yellow one and the white one, which the white one is specifically designed for water pipe, the yellow one is for gas, but all it is just a thicker gauge, I guess it's a thicker tape, so it will work. It is more expensive, but it will work for this, and most likely I'll end up changing this out. I'm excited to try this because it just came for us. Oh yeah, this is probably like a couple weeks before we actually are heading up there. So the magic of videos. I also picked up a 10-foot water drinking hose. This is to go from the water spigot to this system, and then I will plug the RV directly into the output of this system, have nice filtered water. Then you have your 3 water filter cartridges. Let me say this. These are the same water filters that I use here at the house. Well, these 2 are. I have a 3-stage water filtration system here, a little bit different. We're not on well water here. I'm trying to design a system more for well water, and mostly trying to get like the heavy metals out, the rust out, that kind of stuff. So I got this I have here at the house. This is a string wound sediment filter. So we have this filter as well. This is a carbon block filter. I have this here at the house as well. This is my last stage here. This is going to be the 2nd stage in this. This is going to take care of a lot of smells, tastes, you know, that kind of thing here. Then we have this. This is a heavy metal filter. So that's going to take out even more metals and stuff. So hopefully by the time we get the campground water coming in here, goes through the string wound sediment filter, that takes care of all the big stuff. And then it goes from this one into here, that's going into the carbon block filter. That's going to take it and filter a lot more stuff out. Then it goes into here. That's going to take out your heavy metals, bacteria, that kind of stuff. The sediment filter is a 5 micron, which the lower the micron, the less stuff passes through, the more pure water. This one's a 5 micron, this one here is a 1 micron, and this one is also a 1 micron, but it attracts different things. So that's this setup here. So let's go ahead, and I want to build this thing and test it out, make sure there's no leaks or anything. I'm not going to put the filters in just yet. We're going to wait until we get up to the campground, and then we'll go from there. So hold on one second while I get this all prepped up so we can go ahead and start getting this together. The magic of videos. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with the actual cartridge here. So there is an in and an out on here. The way that these cartridges work, usually all the water comes in from the outside and then travels through that filter and then up through the center of the filter. Actually, I should grab one and I can show you. Now these are hollow on the inside here. This filter goes and sits right in here, just like so. And I don't want to puncture this, but this will sit just like this inside here. Water flows on the outside part of the inside of the filter housing. It travels through the filter and then travels on the inside, up and out the other side of this. So these are one way. Now it's not a one-way valve, it's just one way. You don't want to be mixing them up either. So you're asking yourself, how are we putting all of these together? We got in, out, in, out, in, out. We're passing all the way through here. What we are going to do is I am going to put these all three together first, and then we're going to put these fittings on here. This is for your garden hose, your drinking water hose to be in particular. All right, so I'm paying attention to the tops here. I am going to take my Teflon. You go ahead and put your tape around it. Then, with a little bit of pressure here, to go ahead and make sure that it is sealing and not just sitting on there. You just take it and wrap it a few times here. Don't really want to cover anything on the inside here. You just want to do the threads here. So just like this. You don't need to go all the way, leave maybe a thread or two in the end. Alrighty, here we go. You go ahead and put this in to the out section on here. Now, most people will want you to use a pipe wrench for this. I'm not, because I got this one right here. Paying attention here to the in. So now we got in and out here. We go ahead and start this. Now I'm just gonna twist and go. Now it's starting to get tight. Now, it's pretty tight in here and most likely won't leak, but I am just feeling adventurous. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and tight. So let's see, that feels pretty good. Yeah, we can definitely go one more here. Alrighty, that is good, just like that. So you guys don't have to watch this again. I'm gonna do the same thing, just with this. So give me a minute here. I'm going to start doing this, and I will put it together, and I will see you guys once that side is on these two. All right, and we're back. Now, we got these three are all locked together. So now the next thing, now you have to pay attention to this. You have to pay attention to the way that your garden hose is going to be hooking up to this. And what you're thinking is, well, which end goes into the water spigot, right? It's this end, the big end. So what do you need to hook up to? You need the female part going to the in, and then to the out, you need the male part. So just like before, the NPT, the 3/4 NPT fitting, wrap that in Teflon. Now this is the female fitting. The female GHT or garden hose thread goes into the in section. Now this one, because there's nothing to spin it up against, I'm going to just take some pliers here and just tighten it up. And now the same thing over here. Now just pay attention because there's the garden hose thread and an NPT thread. Your garden hose thread will start binding on you. Your NPT fitting threads will thread all the way in with no problem. So just be careful with that. If it's binding, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and flip it around. Teflon's on. The same thing for the output. Take this and we'll just tighten her up. And that's it pretty much. The only other thing, we got these brackets that go right on top of here. I'm not gonna do it right now because I just wanna test this out. Let's go ahead and get this thing hooked up. I wanna make sure that this thing works. Oh, and it's probably a smart idea to take your wrench and just tighten these up a little bit so that way then it's good and seated. We don't want it leaking. Okay, I have the hoses all hooked up. This is the new hose. This one's my regular hose I use outside, but it's a Flexzilla and it's drinking safe, so really doesn't matter anyways because I'm going to be cleaning these out and whatever anyways. So let's go ahead and turn the water on and let's check to see if there are any leaks. Well guys, I think I could say that we are good to go with this. I'm not seeing any leaks or anything on it, so I think we're good to take this up to the camper and start filtering some water. Now, let me also say on this too, this is like 80 PSI. So this can actually handle a lot of pressure. Usually your camper should only be like 50 PSI. So on the end of this, I do plan on putting my pressure regulator. You always want to put your pressure regulator after the filters because you want as much pressure pushing the water through the filtration as you can and then regulate it on the outside of it. So just a quick tip. So let's head back up there and install this thing. Today's the day that we're going to be putting this on to the deck right here. Now I chose not to go and mount it or like get like a mobile type of mount. So I am putting this directly right on to here because our water spigot is right there. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attach these. These are like scrap pieces of wood that I get from work. So I usually burn them, but this will be perfect. So I'm planning putting these two just like this. That way then this has a nice solid foundation to, you know, go ahead and actually adhere to. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna end up doing is just putting these right on top of here. That way then I can go ahead and line them up down here and we'll get it all nice and level and then should be able to hook it up. This process goes pretty quickly. All right, now we should be ready to go and pop this on. I'm gonna pretty much put that right there. So go ahead and take this and just start it. Now before I put the other side in, this step is totally not necessary, but I would like to see if I can get it somewhat level here. Now that does not have to be perfect at all. That's just mostly for me. So now let's go ahead and put the rest of the screws in. All right, let's go ahead and hook up some hoses. So this is the way that I have the water spigot hooked up now. Usually I'll have at least a carbon block filter from Camco right below here, but that kind of exploded on me before and I really didn't like it. That's why I'm doing this. But the way that I have it set up, this is going directly to the camper. I have my water regulator here, a two-way here, and we're going to completely take all this off. So we got this new hose here. This is going directly to the filters. Now you do actually want to make sure that you flush this out before, because of the carbon and everything, the carbon filters. So flush this out before you go and put this through the lines and through the camper, at least the first time that you set this up. So let's go ahead and turn it on. Now that that is hooked up, let's go ahead and we'll hook up. Now this is the hose going to the camper. Now we'll have good, fresh, filtered water for the entire camper. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching how to put this thing together, what the filters are and what they do, and also how I have it all set up. So hopefully this gives you an idea. If you guys want to go ahead and build this, we are not sponsored by anything here, so I'm just trying this out. The ice pure stuff is what we use at home, so I figured, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use this for the camper as well. So if you guys found anything helpful, make sure to go ahead and like the video, subscribe to us, it's free. You'll be able to see a whole bunch of videos from us coming out in the future. And comment down below too if you guys have a system like this or what kind of filters that you guys use. The links for all this will be in the video description down below as well, if you want to build this exact replica, or not replica, this exact thing that I just built here. So thanks again. We'll go ahead and we'll see you in the next one.